artist, Mrs. Madden here. So it's that time of week again where I am going to go over one of the choices step by step. So we're going to be doing what's called a collagraph print, which is where we make a plate, and I'll explain that more in a minute. And we're going to be using cardboard and glue and scissors and crayons, so very simple materials. And then you're going to do some rubbing over the plate, and you're going to be making your home since we've been spending a lot of time at home. So here goes step by step. So here we have, I just scrounged up some cardboard, and so I just cut one rectangular piece, which is going to be my base, my background, and then I have another piece that I started drawing some shapes on, and I'm going to cut my shapes out and glue them onto my background. So I already have my shape for, and I'll put it this way so you can see it. I used a seltzer box for cardboard, so you can just use any kind of thin cardboard that you have. And I cut out a square and a triangle for a house. So I'm going to glue those two pieces onto my background, and then I'm going to continue cutting out some more shapes to add more. So I'm going to add this, and then my triangle. So it's kind of like, and you'll see when we do the rubbing part, it's kind of like texture rubbing, but you're making the plate that then we will lay the paper on top and do rubbing with crayon. So now I have my shapes that I'm going to cut out. I'm going to make a tree over here, so I have my rectangle piece for my tree, and I kind of made like a cloud shape for the rest of my tree, the green part of my tree. So I'm going to continue cutting out my shapes. So there's going to be the top of my tree. Then I cut out, or I made some squares for windows in my home. So you can draw your shapes first, or you can just cut them out. It's totally up to you. Okay, so I have some windows. I have a rectangle for a door. I'm going to cut out a circle for a sun. So you're working on your house and the background. So your yard or whatever the background of where your home is looks like. So I cut out a circle for a sun, and I'm going to cut out some kind of bird shapes for the sky. So you could cut out clouds, you could add a walkway, you could add flowers. There's so many different details that you could add. I'm going to keep mine pretty simple for now. Maybe I'll add more later. So there's my bird. Maybe I'll want to put another tree or a bush over here. But for now, I'm going to show you what happens with this. So I'm going to glue my other pieces on. So I'm going to glue my rectangle for my tree. You're going to be doing some overlapping. I'm going to glue my squares on for my windows and my door. The top of my tree. And it doesn't matter which way the cardboard is, because you're not going to see it. We're going to be using a separate piece of paper. I'm just putting it the colored side up so that you can see when I glue it. I'm going to put my sun down and my bird. So make sure everything's glued on really well. And that's why you want to use thinner cardboard, because it sticks a lot better. So maybe I'll put this underneath so it stays. So there I have my home. Okay, so my house, my tree, my sun, my bird. So here's my, what's called a collagraph plate. So now I'm going to take a big white piece of paper and I'm going to put it over my plate. And you can decide what colors you want to use. I think I'm just going to choose black for now. And remember, you can peel the paper off the crayons or just use the side of your crayon. I'm using these big jumbo crayons. And I'm gonna rub, just like when we do texture rubbing, on the side, and you will see what happens. So there's my house. This is a really fun project to do at home because, like I said, you don't need a lot of materials. All you need is the cardboard, glue, scissors, crayons, and paper. Now you can add multiple colors. It's up to you. A lot more detail than I added. So there's what happens when you finish, is you can see what you made. It's really neat. So afterwards you could go in and maybe once you do your rubbing, then afterwards if you wanted to, you could go in and kind of outline things, add some detail, or just keep it simple. I really like the simple, the way the rubbing looks, like this. So I can't wait to see what you come up with and have fun with it.